Hello everybody, this is Gregory with How I Lost Over 100 Pounds and I've kept it off for 30 plus years, where there should be no hesitation in your weight loss and maintenance. Today I'm going to ask you the question, posit the question, why are you not doing a compressed eating window? Now before we begin, if you need help with weight loss, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. Also check out my website, which has hundreds of articles and recipes, my books, which you can find on Amazon, my 2 podcasts, which you can find on Apple or Spotify, The Awakened Man and The Cinema Rag, if you like movies. Rate and review. And lastly, if you appreciate my content, there's a link for PayPal. And I also forgot to mention that I do have a YouTube channel on Christian apologetics, so check that out if you like and subscribe. So, why are you not fasting? Now, I'm not saying this in a judgment like, why are you not fasting? No. Why are you not fasting? I've talked about this, how intermittent fasting or having a compressed eating window is such an amazing biohack that we simply just didn't have. Even 20 years ago, people didn't really know about it. And I would say it's one of the most effective tools that you can use for weight loss for a couple of reasons. And as many of you know who listen to this or watch this channel, I've been fasting daily since November 2014. So that's around 9 years, coming up on 9 years, 8.5 right now. I've not eaten breakfast for 8.5 years. And in most of those days, I don't break fast till 1. And in probably the last 3 years, I don't break fast till 3, maybe 2:30, it depends. I can't generalize over 4 years, but I shifted probably starting in 2020 to about 3 to 7. I eat from 3 to 7. So I'm not saying that you necessarily need to do a 4-hour eating window, but my question is, why aren't you just doing a basic compressed eating window? Maybe you start at 12 noon and then you stop at 7 or 8, even doing a 17-hour fast. Now, really quickly, and we have videos here on the benefits of fasting. For weight loss, I think the biggest benefit is ketosis. So your body typically burns as fuel carbs. But when the body runs out of carbs to burn because you haven't eaten any carbs, or you're just in a fasting state, or you're in a very keto diet, then it's got to turn to fat reserves. It's got to turn to something the body's not going to shut down. So it goes to your fat reserves and essentially converts that fat into something that can be burnt by the organs and by the skeletal muscles as fuel. And we call that ketosis. So when you're fasting, and the longer you fast, it taps into your fat reserves, and therefore it's a way to lose weight. And you can kind of double up on this if you are fasting, and again, the longer you fast, the better. And you're also doing a high fat, low carb diet, because even, let's say you break your fast with something that's pure fat, let's say eggs or nuts that have no carbs, you're essentially prolonging the fast. So there's double benefits to that. I've talked about the reason why I continue to do it is not so much for that kind of weight maintenance biohack, but more for the acumen, the energy levels that I have, the cognitive benefits that come from fasting. Like, I don't have energy dips, energy crashes. I don't have any of that anymore. And I just love how my body is so fast adapted too that, like, I'm recording this around 9 in the morning, but I don't eat till 3. It's not like at 3 I'm like have these major hunger pangs and I'm just, I can't make it. No, at 3 I'm fine. It's the same energy levels. My body's so used to the 20-hour fast that, if I don't eat till maybe like 5, the first thing that I notice is not hunger pangs, but I'll notice maybe a little dip in energy. Maybe a little dip. But I have not had hunger pangs, I don't know how long. Years. But the big thing is I just like my mind is running on a faster level, because when you eat a lot of food, you just get sleepy, you just get so I don't miss any of that. So there are people who have tried fasting and it just doesn't work for them, and it's not because they're not losing weight, because most people, not all, most people end up losing weight when fasting. But some people don't like the way it makes them feel. So you might still have hunger pangs. And you might have energy crashes, especially early on when you're trying to, that's like every day you move 30 minutes later until you break fast, right? Breakfast, but you break fast. And that you can feel kind of crummy. But let's say after even a month of doing like a 12 to 8, as you're approaching noon, you still feel crappy. You still got hunger pains. You have no energy. And that can happen. Every human is different. So that could be a reason why you're not fasting. Now, if you've never fasted, I would tell you to do it. And one of the other benefits of fasting is it's really hard. It's not a diet. Remember, fasting is a lifestyle choice. It's not a diet. You're not doing it to restrict calories, but one of the ancillary effects is that you're restricting calories in most cases, because by eliminating an entire meal, breakfast, and maybe a snack in the morning, you're eliminating a decent amount of calories depending on what that breakfast is. And really, in theory, with fasting, you are supposed to still get all your calories in a given day. For a man, the government says it's 2,600 calories. For a woman, it's 2,000 calories. Again, that'll vary depending on age and physical activity and so forth. But you're still supposed to pack those calories in. And if you're only eating, like, for example, 4 hours like I am, it's very hard to pack in 2,600 calories in such a short amount of time. So one of the ancillary effects of fasting is you're eliminating a meal. And unless you're making a concerted effort to really pack in the food from 12 to 8 or whenever you're doing it, you're going to have a caloric deficit by the end of the day. And if you have multiple days of a caloric deficit, that's how you lose weight. And therefore, there's another ancillary benefit to fasting. So guys, post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Have you fasted? Did it work for you? Are you currently fasting? Have you fasted? It didn't work for you? I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care. God bless. I pray.